Mr. Paxman told The Sun he was told this by the Princess of Wales herself in 1996, about a year before she died. He said he connected to the royal whilst talking about their children, and so she told him the story. Mr. Paxman said, "We talked about our children and she said William often told her that he didn't really want to be king, and then Harry would say, 'If you don't want the job, I'll have it.'" The former Newsnight presenter was having lunch with Diana in Kensington Palace when she told him the startling story. He said, "About a year before she died, her secretary rang me up and asked me to lunch. I've no idea why. She was stunningly glamorous, as you can imagine. I thought it was pretty lonely, really." The University Challenge presenter said the palace felt like a prison, being so quiet next to the bustling Kensington High Street. He said to the princess, "What a strange place this is. So quiet, and yet over there is the bustle of Kensington High Street. It's a bit like a prison." Diana, however, had a different comparison. She quipped, "It's not a prison at all, Jeremy. More like an upmarket Coronation Street. As we go out, you will see all the curtains twitching." Who would want to be a royal? Mr. Paxman added that he believes the popularity of Charles fell away after he divorced Diana. He joked Charles was sought after like a prawn cracker in a dirty ashtray.